The Little Champions Karate Triathlon is really designed for a special event for young children to get a feel for what it is to compete without sort of being too threatening. Here we're using some of our leaders to demonstrate the kinds of things that we'll be doing. What we do is have one side, in this particular part, we have one side attacking and the other side defending. We'll attack for 10 goes, and partner's turn will have a go doing exactly the same thing for 10 goes. So with this particular exercise, we're looking at not only as a means to show what the kids can do technically with their blocking and punching, but also showing their focus, their concentration, their respect for their partner, and distancing as well. And from a judging point of view, we'll also be looking at how the children jump up from Caesar. Do they stand up properly? Do they bow when they need to? Are they able to follow instructions? So you're showing one more time, one side attacking, and one side blocking. 10 goes, then the other side 10 goes. And this will be one of the sections of the karate triathlon. One of the next sections would be a bag work exercise. Once again, we've got some of our older kids demonstrating, some of our leaders. First one will just be a simple jab and reverse punch. So even with this, we're looking at demonstrating appropriate distance. So I'm not starting too close to the bag. I'm going to step forward and back out of range. So showing the concentration, the focus of the techniques, and of course the distancing. With the bag work, we're going to do a series of different exercises. This is just the very first one, starting with something nice and simple. The second one, we're going to add a little bit more, just add to the complexity a little bit. You're going to start out with the 1-2 again, then take a small step back and front kick with the back leg. So this time we're looking at especially distance. So you notice because we're punching first, we need to adjust the distance before they kick. If they try and kick when they're too close, the distance will be out and be very difficult for them to kick effectively. As we can kind of see with some of the younger children doing this now, they're kicking just a little bit too close to be able to kick effectively. But they're starting to get the idea. This is the first time for most of them actually going through this specific format, so it's new for them as well. So for the judges, again, they'll be looking at not only at the technical ability, but their concentration, their focus, their distance, and of course how well they can follow the instructions for the specific exercise that they're doing. And moving on from this one, there'll be one more bag exercise, adding to the complexity a little bit more. So building on the foundation that we've already laid, we'll do the 1-2, front kick with the back leg, then step up, side kick. You can see this is really starting to add to the complexity quite a bit more, and for some of the younger children this actually becomes quite difficult to coordinate which leg they're using to kick with, and of course the distancing, especially kicking off the back leg and the front leg. You can see it's even a little bit of a challenge for some of our older kids there. And moving on to the last part of our karate triathlon is what we call kumite tag, which I guess is a precursor to the idea of sparring or kumite. In this event, the idea is quite simple. All they need to do is try and pull the tail out from their partner's belt. Again, this is to help develop distancing and timing in a much safer way than kumite or sparring. Once the tail's gone, it's game over.